Okay. So we have gone through the JSP, these methods include and forward in the last session. Now I am going to demonstrate you one small applications using JSP, Servlet and JDBC. Okay. And one more concept is there for security purpose. We generally used MVC architecture.
Okay.
So now what is MVC architecture? MVC stands for Model View Controller. Model View Controller means what is model? Model is responsible for maintaining data. Means model is a file that contain all the business logic code. Business logic code means all the secure code, database connectivity code. Okay. So we need to write separate all this code. If your code is mixed, means in the last module of Servlet module, this one, which we have created one form in hello admin home.java. We have created one form, HTML form inside the servlet, and after that when we submitting this form, execution will be go into the insert emp, and here we retrieve all the values and just write the JDBC code and just print the message data inserted. So this is not a good way as per standards in software companies. It's a bad programming because in this model code is this. Okay, and what is view? View is mainly responsible for displaying data to the user. View is a page which is we can directly access from web browser. So and controller is a interface between, means controller is a file that connect model to the view. Okay, so model means your secure code always write in a separate file. Your view, your all the data, presentation logic, all your HTML pages and all your success message data inserted, login success, login fail, all your success message will be view, will be displaying on the view. So view should be separate file, model should be separate file, and controller is a file that connect, that provide the connection between model file and view file. So in this modules which we have developed, what is view? View is this file in which we have designed the form this. Okay, this is admin home.java. So when we executing this code, then in the web browser we can see the name of this page, admin home.java, because we have designed the HTML page here. So this is your view, and when we submitting this, after fill up, when I fill this form and submit this form, so this is the view, because we can see the name here, admin home is your view, because we can access from the web browser. When we submitting this form, then this is a data inserted page, and this you can see the name insert emp. This insert emp is also view. So view is a file which we can access from the web browser. Okay, see here, insert emp is a view because we are accessing, we are viewing this message here. So everything which you can access from the web browser, name, this page is known as view. And what about model? So insert emp is a view, and in insert emp file also contain the model code. So your web model is not secure if your model and view comes in the same file. Okay, for security purpose we will to separate the model code with the view. Okay, right now your view is this, because this message is printed on the web browser, and this is your secure code. So if any hacker, there is a n number of hacking tools is there. When any user will check the view page source, so is unable to find what is the JDBC code here. But some hacking tools give the access to access all the code from this view name. Okay, so that time some hackers will easily find what is your connection string, what type of database you are using, what is the IP address where database is installed, what is the port number, what is database name, and most important, what is user ID and password. So if we separate this code from view to the from the view and store on another file that is known as model, then obviously our application will be secure. So what MVC architecture says, as per MVC architecture, your model code and view code both never come in the same file. Okay, we need to write in the separate files, model and view, and controller is a file that provide the connectivity between model and view. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. See in these steps. So view is accessed from the web browser. So in the first step, HTTP request is sent. So request will directly goes to the controller, and in the second step, controller divert the execution to the model, and model contain all the JDBC code, all the business logic code. Then the model will execute all this business logic code and return some result, and that result is not directly be showing on into the web browser. That results again come into the controller, and then controller send that result to the views, and views generated means printed that result, and that result in the last step, that view will be displayed to the web browser. So from the web browser we cannot means as per MVC architecture we can't access directly model program. Controller is between views and models program. So it same for security purpose we need to separate model code and view code. Your presentation logic and business logic should become in a different file. If you merge your presentation logic and business logic, then obviously website will not be secure. Okay. So we are going to develop a small project using JSP, Servlet, and JDBC using MVC architecture. Okay. So I'm explaining one small project in which we will design these pages. First page is login page, which is HTML page index.html, where we provide the user ID and password. When user ID and password is correct, then it will open the admin home.jsp page, in which we want to print the means username welcome message with the user ID, which user means user ID is admin, so that admin message will be printed here, welcome admin. If I logged in with some different name, Nitin and Nitin, then welcome message will be welcome Nitin. Okay. So after welcome, I want to print the user ID, and same user ID I need to carry to another page also, AMP register.jsp. So when user click on the create employee account, then this hyperlink will divert the execution to the EMP register.jsp, in which we have create one employee form, and all the data will be stored from this file. And when we click on view all employee account, then it will paste all the data from database and display all tabular form in view mp.jsp. So this 4 file I will create. So this 4 is a view. Okay, this is every JDBC code should not be written inside in this file admin home emp register view emp. We will write into separate file. Okay. So first I am creating a separate project. First page is a login, so I am simply copy this login page. Okay, so this is JSP MVC application. When I execute this code from the from here, when I click on the root folder, means your project name, and just click on run as run on server, then it will not automatically execute login.html. Okay. We need to type login.html in the URL. Let's see. Okay, giving the some error page, and here we need to type login.html. Then after it will open the HTML page. So if your page name is different, then it never open directly that page. If your first page name is an index, so I want to rename this page as an index. So every web development, either in Java, .NET, PHP, our first file name should be index, either index.jsp, index.html. Because when we open any website, facebook.com, then after .com we never write any page name. Okay, because page name is index, that's why it automatically open that page. Now when I execute this code, then it automatically open index page. Okay? And it never show the name of the index.html here, because it by default open the index.html page. So this first HTML page. So Now here from this HTML page I am connecting a login servlet. Creating a package test login servlet. So here method equals to post. So we will retrieve the parameter in the do post method. So in the last module, we directly write JDBC code here, but in this case we will not write JDBC code in this login server. We will create one separate file. So we are going to develop the MVC architecture based application, so I will not directly write JDBC code here. I am creating one more file, one Java file, not JSP, not servlet, simple Java file, simple Java class. And I will creating this file in a separate package. Name is actually that file contain all the business logic code, all the model code. So the model class you can use and write any name model.
Why this a separate package? I mean, why can't we use in the same package?
Yeah, actually if you developing any project, then there is a n number of file. Some file related to controller, some file related to model code. So if we write, if we store all the file in the same folder, then it will be hodgepodge. Okay, so we just simply separated all these file. All the controller will be going one package, and all the model, all the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's for systematic arrangement.
Published.
So model class, and here I will create one function public int check login. This check login is a function that accepts two parameters, UID
Password.
and password. And here we will write JDBC code. Return type is integer.
Mm-hmm.
So I am copy this code. This is not that code is so simple. Here we will match MySQL, and if it is correct, then results and become one value. Means when we login function, if your user ID
Can you
from the
repeat it?
database.
Can you repeat it again because your voice is breaking?
Okay. Here this is a check. Now I am invoking this check login page from our login server. We already get the parameter from the HTML page.
Okay.
Login server. Now here I want to call this check login function. So obviously we required to create object of this class, model class, because object HTML model class. Now it's giving the error because model class is stored in different package. So it will suggest we need to import model package. Import model. Now m dot, it automatically suggests check login function is there, and that two parameter I need to pass here. Then when we pass this two parameter, user ID and password, which is coming from HTML page, then this check login page, check login function is going to return one integer value. right? See here, that user ID and password will become simple when we call any function, then we passing the parameter from there, and that parameter is received this by this variable UID and password, and we pass that user ID and password here. And if user ID and password is correct, then result set will return true. Then value of x become 0 to 1, and this x value is written. So here I will just write a condition: if value of x equals to 1 is login success, else login failed. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this login check login will return the 0 or 1 value. If user ID and password is correct, then it will return 1. Otherwise, it will return 0. So
Login
as per that
successful.
message, login successful. Now we need to add jar file here, MySQL connector. Servlet. I don't change the name. Sometimes it happens when you if you change the code, but still it will take the old name. Okay, hello Servlet. So that time you need to clean your project. Okay, just select your project, then go into the project menu, and there is a clean option.
Okay.
So it will delete all the previous file from the server and upload new file. Still some problem. Okay. Actually, we copy and paste to that file. That's why it's taking the old name. So it's showing login success. So this is a login servlet page. If anybody will going to hack this page, login servlet from the server, then he will get that code, this code. But here no JDBC code. So that's why our application is secure. Okay, and the all the model code means all the business logic code, JDBC code is written inside the model class.java, and this name is not coming on the web browser. That's why it's a secure as per MVC architecture, right?
Okay.
Now I want to divert the execution to again index.html page, and I want to show this message login fail try again on the same page index.html. Okay, so I will use response.sendRedirect, or we can use forward, but this is HTML is servlet code. No? Okay, later I will explain. So firstly here I will divert the execution to another page, that is as per our applications admin home.jsp page. So I am creating one JSP page. So in login servlet, here I want to call the JSP page. So response.sendDirect method is there. In so it divert the execution when after successful login admin home.jsp. Now when any user will provide the user ID and password, then this web browser never show the login servlet. Directly it will show admin home. Okay. Because admin login servlet is executed, but it divert the execution to the admin home fastly. That's why nobody can able to see a login servlet name in the web browser URL. Now on the admin home, I will create two links. First one is a create employee account, second view all employee account. So ahref So when we click on create new employee account, then it will open create account .jsp page. So I'm creating create account .jsp file. Here's some welcome message, and again creating one form, employee form, with this field name, email address, salary. So form tag is used. For email ID, input type email is there. That automatically check that @ is means mail ID validation automatically. It's a HTML5 tag, input type email, and, mobile. This one for validation in the mobile field means mobile number should be in 10 digit. One pattern is there. I copy and paste it. This is the pattern. In this pattern, input type text and see max length equals to 10 means that text will accept only 10 character. If you are going to insert 11th number character, then it will not accept. Okay, only 10 digit will be there. Name is a mobile and pattern. See what is in this pattern. Mobile number contain 10 digit. So 10 means 9 plus 1. So first mobile number always started from 7, 8 and 9. 7 to 9. Okay, phone number never start from in the India. Never start from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this 7, 8, 9 means first digit should be 7 or 8 or 9 and remaining 9 digit should be between 0 to 9 any. Okay, if this pattern is not followed, then this error message will be displayed. Phone number start with 7 to 9 and remain, this is the message will be displayed there. So this is a pattern you can write. And if you want to use some mandatory field, for mandatory field required is there. If I write required, then it will give the error message if you left that field as a blank. So we can write required. Password. Okay, when I submit this form, then it will give the error. Please fill because of required. I need to provide the employee ID and name and email ID. If I write email ID, then it's asking for where is the @ So we need to write @ and any domain name .com and mobile number. Something is required is there. So it will give the, if your mobile number doesn't contain 10 digit, then it will give this type of error. That message is showing which we have given in the title. This message. Okay, so this is your form. Now again, when I submit this form, then execution will be go in the insert EMP. This is servlet. So again we need to create one more servlet. Method equals to do post.
For the password and confirm password
Yeah.
parameter.
In the same manner, I will create object of model class, because we are not going to write JDBC code here. In this model class, I am creating one more function, register employee. Okay. It's also written the integer value. Register and it accept parameter. All that parameter. Total number of parameter is this one. 3, 5, 6, 7.
So
7 parameters there. ID, ename, and all this. Now see, every time we need to write this two line class dot phoneme connection. If I suppose I give you this code to you, and on your system MySQL password is different, then you need to change all these places here and all these places, because we are going to add some more function here also. So instead of writing this two line in every function, we will create two function here. This one function here, start connection. Okay. Return type of this function is connection object. Start. When we call this function, then it will create connection object and return that object. Return type of this function is connection. And we will write this two line, loading the driver and establish the connection in this function. So when we call this start function, then it will return connection object. So no need to write this two line here. We will directly call the start function here. Start. The start function belongs to same class, so no need to create a separate object. We can directly call without object, because both function is present in the same class. So now we can copy and paste this line. Connection con equals to start. Here also. Getting?
Yeah.
So if you want to change this MySQL password, then you need to do modification only single place. So now here we need to write insert query.
Seven.
No, password and confirm password have only single column. We never create two separate column for password. Password and
Okay.
confirm password is only for user. If both values is equal or not. If both value. Suppose here I write password Nitin and here write something else. So we just want to, because password is not visible here, so we just confirm that you have typed the correct password or not, which you want. Okay. So here we will match. If your PWD and CPWDs both are equal, then we insert the data into the database.
Okay.
So, yeah, it is a string, so we need to convert
Faster.
parser. If PWD dot equals means password and confirm password is equal, then it will execute. Else, now in the servlet, how we can identify which is the problem? Suppose password and confirm password is not equal, then it will return 0 value. Okay, right now because value of x is 0, and again this code will not be executed, so still value of x is 0. So I want to confirm that what is the mistake. Mistake is not with JDBC code. Mistake is password is confirmed password is not equal. So I will initialize the value of x with 3 or any value, 30 or anyone. So if we get value of x is 30, means password is and confirmed password is not equal. So this comparison I will do in this insert emp.java. Here when we you do the register employee function and passing all this value, which is coming from HTML form. I will page into the x. If x equals to 1 means data inserted. If x equals to 30, which we have right in case of password and confirm password is not equal, and here message will be check password field. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Export.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to create a table. In the previous table. Mobile we can take integer, but we never provide any arithmetic operation on mobile number. That's why we can take varchar here. If you provide arithmetic operations on that particular column, then that data type must be integer. But we never provide the arithmetic operation. That's why I'm taking varchar. That's fine. Okay, mobile number and address is common field. I am changing this address to. I am adding one more field, date of joining, and data type is date. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Date data type. So we need to extend one more column and one more field in the HTML file.
Mm-hmm.
For
Why did you
this,
take that? I mean, date of joining for 7 fields.
yeah, just I want to show the demonstration how to feed a date in the database. That's why I'm taking this
Okay.
field. I think the remains field you can easily insert into database because all the columns is where care all integer. But in the case of date, we need to do some extra code. That's why I'm explaining here. Date. And here the component is input type date, right? Is DOG. Data type is date, so method will be the set date. But right now DOJ is string, that's why it will give the error because we need to set the date here, and DOJ is string, so we need to convert a string into the date. So just convert actually this date set date method want one parameter of the date object, and date object in Java belongs to two packages, util package as well as SQL package. So here we provide the date object from the util package, and it's waiting for it is asking for the parameter. The error message is that the method set date, see here, one parameter is integer, second one is a java.sql.date. Okay, here. And here we right now we are providing the util.date. That's why give you the error. So we need to convert this util date into the SQL date. java.sql. For convert, I need to check the code how to convert util date to the SQL date. The DOJ string is passing in this util date, and this is the method util date dot get time. Will convert into the SQL date, and here we will pass SQL date. So I want to explain this code how to insert date into the database. That's why I have taken date of joining column. So firstly we have catch the date of joining from the form. After that that string I pass into the constructor of date class. This strike line is because of this is the older method, means it comes in the previous older version. That's why it's not an error. It's not an error message. If it's an error, then it will show in the red underline. So it's working. Then util date is converted into the SQL date using by passing this util date dot get time method inside the constructor of date. So all the parameters fine. Now table is ready. Let's check. So this is the input type date field. It automatically show calendar. Data is not inserted. I was getting some problem. See what is the problem? How we can find in the obviously it will give the exception. Okay, in the case block, and here we write system.out.println. So it will give, show the exception on the console, illegal argument exception. But here using this message, I never found what is the problem. I want to check that which line number this exception is occur. So one function is there, e dot print stack trace. It will printed line number at which what
in the address of you have given 5 address, and the SQL date is also 5, number 5. And no, in the coding.
Coding.
Yeah, PS.
Okay. Yeah, that is 6 and 7. And this print stack trace show the line number in which exception is occur.
Okay.
Still.
Okay.
So it's showing that to insert model class.java 63 number line. There is a problem with this code. And exception is illegal argument. It's unable to convert this string into the date. Now how to convert string into the date object.
In the catch block, they have given us pass exception we need to pass.
Yeah, it's giving the error unable to convert.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, question mark. Okay, now
okay.
data is inserted. So problem with date conversion. Firstly, we need to actually the date format which is accepted by MySQL data type is YY DDM YY.
Oh,
This
okay.
is MM. That's why. So MM should be in capital letters. Okay, if you write MM in small letter, then it will take minutes. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
YY is small, MM is capital, and DD is. Okay, everything is fine. So here we will check that password and confirm password is equal, then we will store the data into the database. So I'm inserting one more report. Now I want to print this message. Data inserted means right now we are filling this form and message will be coming in the next form. But I want to show the message data inserted in the above of this form is on the header side here.
Okay.
So we need to divert the execution from insert DMP here to again the form create account.jsp. So I need to call again JSP servlet to JSP. So response.sendData we can use, but we want to print message also, either data inserted or check the type password or this message, any message. So a method, one more method which is belongs to servlet. That we need to create object of one class request dispatcher. Request get request dispatcher, and here we need to provide the name of JSP page. Create account JSP. And here I am passing I want to pass this message or this message or this. Obviously one message will be passed from here. So one method is there, request dot set attribute, and one name or here in this parameter of this set attribute method is name value here. So name is MSG, any name you can take, and value is a message which you want to send. So this message will be set or this or this. And after that I will call the RD request dispatcher object RD, this one dot forward, and as an argument request and response object. So what I do, I created the object of request dispatcher, then I set the attributes in the request object set attribute. So one of them is set, either data inserted, check password, or data is not inserted. And after that I will call the forward the execution to the this page, create account.jsp, and after when execution will become on this create account.jsp, I will retrieve this attribute. I will get the attribute MSG. So it will return this message or this message or this message. So the create account in the top side, in the scriptlet, I will retrieve the attribute. Method is request. There we call the set attribute. Here I am calling get attribute.
Get it.
Set and get attribute. In the get attribute method only we need to pass my key MSG. Then it will return the corresponding message. If ms not equals to null, then simply output print. Let's see it's working or not. Okay, message coming here, data inserted, and nobody can see which means background code, which pages you are invoking from here.
Okay.
So in the background of this insert EMP, actually there is a two pages is there, and it hide the JSP page also. Here this page name is create account.jsp, but when we call forward method, URL will not be changed. Okay. Just like in the JSP, we will see two way how to call one JSP from another JSP. First one response.sendReact, second one forward action tag. So response.sendReact change the URL, and forward will not change the URL. So here this forward is same as the forward in the JSP, so it will not change the URL. So here we are calling this forward function from the insert.emp. That's why URL is not changed here. Insert emp and page is create account.jsp. Okay. So I think it's fine for today's session. Okay, I will send this code to you, share with you, and just to go through you.
Okay.
Okay. So in the tomorrow session we will cover this view model, view all the record from the
Okay.
database. Okay, and some more concept behind MVC architecture.
Okay.
Okay. After that we will start the Hibernate.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Krishna, can you share this recorded video of last two sessions, means when we started from Servlet?
Okay,
I
sure.
got that video.
Sure.
Last video.
Last, I'm from JDBC, right?
No, from Servlet, means this today's session and last two sessions.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.